Alrighty, good. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone on Bubble or in between. Welcome back. And let's see. Today, I was going to be doing videos on furthering some of the older discussions that I had, the minutia, the distractions, so to speak. But essentially, I was going to try and get into basically how the world today, the folks in charge, they're pretty much just gatekeeping. You know, I was going to get into that, and the modern world is really, really sick of it. You know, and everybody's waking up to it because straight up, you just hear me out for 5 seconds on that, so I can wrap this up and then get on with the current topic right now. Quite simply put, you take the older generation of, like, say, Grandpa from World War II. You know, he was a farmer. He was a farmer. He was a soldier. Then when he came back, he built his own house. You're talking about plumbing, electrical, masonry, carpentry. You know what I mean? And then after that, he was in the commercial air business. He taught people how to fly. That's another 2 jobs there. And he ran a camera shop, so that's another job right there. Store clerk, I guess, is what we could call that. So I lost count of how many jobs that a World War II guy could do before he's age 30. You know what I mean? I lost count of how many different jobs that he has right then and there. Compare that to the modern day kids who, even at age 25, 30, they're barely able to do one job, and their jobs are getting easier by the minute due to modern technology. It's down to the point to where they can, it's almost like the Jetsons. They just push one button and boom, that's it. That's all they do. And you got to go into $20,000 debt, $40,000 of debt, $60,000 of debt. You know what I mean? You have to go into debt just to make whatever you want to make a year. That's how much debt you got to go into. You know what I mean? And that, just to be certified to do that one little thing, rather than pay a guy a couple of bucks, take your test, get your certs, your certifications, and be done with it. You know what I mean? But no. We have to go through a long drawn out 2 years, 4 years of schooling and $40,000 of debt, $60,000 of debt, just to do something anybody with experience, with just 1 or 2 years or 3 years of actual freaking experience, could be promoted to do. It's insulting, and it really pisses us off. But I mean, pretty much there's a lot of gatekeeping going on in the business world, and that's got to end. You know what I mean? And that was pretty much the short of it. It expanded to politics, strangely enough. Because now only certain types and certain groups of people are being favored to be allowed to prosper. You know what I mean? Like, straight up, there are winners and losers being picked in life. Like, a good example of that would be the Tucker cars, or I mentioned the Pancor shotgun, or the Brin 10 pistol. Or I even mentioned Trump Airlines. You know what I mean? Like, straight up, I used those examples with a conversation that I had with Quinn Taka. And I was hoping he kept on to that, like, straight up. There are people that are gatekeeping beyond what they should be doing. You know what I mean? But I was going to sum that up real quick to explain. That's why you got all these stupid bullshit identity politics, like the black people or the gay people or the women are above all the men. You know what I mean? Or the black people are above all the white people on this weird hierarchy thing, and then gays were on top of all of them, and transvestites were on top of all those. And then they decided, we're going to say to hell with everybody. We're going to favor the Islamic people that hate everybody else. You know what I mean? And put those guys right at the top, and they kill everybody else that doesn't believe in the same stuff they do. And that's when people started waking up, you know what I mean? So was going to get into some minutia, but straight up, I'm much more interested in the gatekeeping aspects of it. Just to sum up all my points, whenever I talk about one issue or another, or whenever somebody wants to bring up identity politics, I'm just like, no, I'll tell you what the short version of it is, and try to sum it up. But we got to get back to the gatekeeping anyway, and that's what thankfully a lot of people are focused on. That's kind of sort of the channels that I'm into, folks that expose the gatekeepers. Because straight up, I don't think, if you got a bucket on idea and your idea is in demand, nothing should stop you. Nothing should stop you. But anyway, getting to this. This is what's going on in... no doubts. Perfect timing, man. But this is what's going on in today's news. Straight up. Yeah, the lefties are trying to disrupt an inauguration ball. Just straight up, you know what I mean? Like a party, a good time, straight up. Again, this is in Washington, D.C. And straight up, the details that I heard, they were going to try and let loose some sort of gas that, not just to set off the fire alarm, but straight up, you know, if people were to be inhaling this, they would have to get, some of them would get sick, some of them might go to the hospital, you know what I mean? Like this was, you know, Veritas, Project Veritas exposed this shit, and there's videos of this all over the place. Infowars, I think, did a piece on it. Mark Dice probably did a piece on it. I'm not, you know, don't quote me on that. I didn't look that up, but he's normally the next one to do stuff. But I mean, there's been a couple of other extra folks, but Project Veritas for certain, and Infowars for certain. They both pretty much just checked out the Democrats. Their new latest scheme, and they have no bones about being public about it, plotting and planning, like close to terrorist style action, just to disrupt a freaking party. Can you believe how disgusting and sick that kind of shit is? And this is the name of it right here: Anti-Trump Disrupt J20. That's what it is. Disrupt J20. Activist. Can you believe this kind of nonsense? I mean, straight up. Here's another news printing of one of these stories about this horrendous plot. You know what I mean? This is U.S. News. Is that what they call themselves? Here, let's get them in frame there. Yeah, let's see if we can slide this back. Yeah, U.S. News. Still, I mean, it's just disgusting, man. Look at this shit. Printed January 17, 2017 at 4:14 p.m. So this was printed just yesterday by Stephen Nelson. And if the scroll down option would just work. Activists who initially sought to shut down access to the nation's capital during President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration say authorities have done it for the... Wow. I heard about that. I heard they were going to try and shut down roads and access points to get into D.C. Wow. They're actually getting help from what the hell? Is this not bizarre, folks? Look at this. Look at this nonsense. An activist coalition has dramatically scaled back plans to block the flow of traffic into the nation's capital on Friday, a key organizer says, following the release of undercover videos produced by a conservative group. Does that not sound really freaking strange? First, they talk about setting off fire alarms at this one little deplorable thing through using some sort of weird chemical or whatever. You know, which is overtly complicated. Now they're talking about shutting down traffic. I mean, seriously, folks, this is nuts. You can't make this shit up. You really can't. I mean, it's disgusting. I'm appalled. Yep, the bikers for Trump are showing up to the scene. You know, thank you, boys. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much, all you fine patriots there. But I mean, this is nuts. I'm not even going to continue reading, folks. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down as quickly as I can. Let me see. This is one of the first videos right here. I think it only takes a couple of seconds there. Just so we don't go over time there. Yeah, there's Project Veritas there. We're just mirroring stuff for posterity. Uriatic acid.
This is this undercover video of potential criminal acts being planned.
And there you go. We're gonna hit the stop right there. Yeah, that's what it is, folks. That's what it is. And you see the sources right there. That's Project Veritas on YouTube. This is USA News. Let me scroll up to the top there. I'm just gonna stop that right there. US News. There you go. This is a slight little preview of today's events and the stuff going down in my world, I guess. Unbelievable. This is crazy. I can't wait till Trump's in office, man. But this is the kind of stuff that we got to deal with. Unbelievable. The hits just keep coming and it never freaking ends. Never freaking ends. Anyway, this is going to be the Fox Gibson. Just telling y'all this is some stuff that you might want to look up. Stephen Molyneux did a piece on Martin Luther King. What else? Stephen Brodell, he did another piece. Not certain if Quintaka did anything, but you might want to swing by his channel, see what he's up to. I know for a fact that Mike Cernovich has been busy. I know for a fact that Ralph Retort's been busy. And yeah, speaking of which, the Ralph Retort, Seattle for Truth, he did another piece on George Soros. You might want to check that out. Tons of stuff. And hopefully we can get all this cleared up and the weekend will go off without a hitch and everybody will have a good time. Going back to work. Happy. God bless America. Anyway, good luck to y'all. Good luck on all your projects. You know who's who. You know what to do. This is the Fox Gibson signing out. Peace.